Hello, thank you.
Thank you for coming to see me today. I thought we'd meet in the breakout area just because it's a bit more relaxing and there's no one around, so it's quite informal. We just have a bit of a chat about everything. So we haven't caught up for a while. How are you?
I'm a little bit nervous. I know I haven't been performing to my standards that I have been previously. So I'm looking forward to having a chat today. I've got a few things I want to say to you.
No, that's good. It's nice. I mean, I don't want you to be nervous at all. Please don't be nervous. This is a two-way thing, definitely. I'm sure, as you say, you've got things to talk about as well.
Yeah.
So I know we haven't been in touch for a couple of weeks. So how's your trip to India coming along, actually? I meant to ask you.
Yeah, it's coming along. I mean, it's the only thing keeping me going really at the moment. So I am looking forward to it. I think I just need to get away, have a bit of a break and me time. And
it's nice to get away sometimes. It's good to have something to look forward to. Who's having your cats while you're away?
They're actually staying with a friend, so
oh, that's nice.
Hopefully they'll be okay. I'm going to be worried, aren't I? But they'll be okay.
Your friend would. We all know how much you love your cats, so I'm sure your friend does too. She won't. She'll look after them to the best of her ability, definitely. So really, to set out the aims of today's meeting, this is, as you know, your 6-monthly appraisal, and what we're going to do is talk about the situation we've been in over the last 6 months, how you think things are going, your performance, and how we move forward, any training, things like that will set in place. So I know you've had a difficult 12 months, tragically lost obviously both of your parents, which we were so sad to hear about. How are you coping now?
Obviously it is very difficult. I had my friends and I sort of feel like everything's happened at once. I wasn't expecting any of it, and sort of my life's been tipped upside down in a way, and I don't feel I'm close to anyone now. I don't think I feel like I've got a connection with anyone.
Do you mean in the
just
team?
Yeah, I mean I had my friends there, and if I come in a bit down in medical, I was alright. Got a bit of a pick me up, and we sort of had a little talk about it. But
okay,
I'm just feeling a bit down about everything at the moment, I think.
Okay, well, we can definitely talk about the team bits, but what I really wanted to offer you, I don't know if you've heard of our service before, Health Assured.
Oh, okay.
It's basically a service we offer to all our employees. It's a 24-hour helpline, experts on the line 24 hours a day, and what they do offer is bereavement counselling. They also offer advice on financial situations as well, anything like that. It's completely confidential. All that you'd need to do is give them the username and password, which is generic to the business. And that, if you need any help, that obviously might help you. So I'll give you that.
Board, thank you.
Now, obviously, I've only been here for 18 months. You've been here much longer than me, but I'm always here as well for you. I know we chat and get along quite a lot. But if there's anything you ever want to talk about, even on a personal level, please just come and see me. It's exactly what I'm here for. We all come to work sometimes and personal things are overtaken, and that's what I'm here for, to listen when you want to have events. So please just feel free to pop in. It's
Definitely.
an open door policy on my office. So how do you feel that things have been going since you joined the beauty team?
As I say, obviously personal reasons. I feel a bit lonely there anyway. But I know I'm not hitting targets. I am actually really disappointed in myself. I know I can do better, and I'm sure you've seen how well I can do, but I know there is a huge difference in the way I've been working, and I'm lacking the motivation to pick it back up again. I'm not really into it. I want to get there, but I just don't feel I can, to be honest.
Okay, so firstly, I agree, you're a really hard worker. That's what I definitely want to point out there. There's no denying that you work hard, and we know you want to succeed. You've been a valid team member here for your whole career, and you've really proved that when you want to do something, you can. And the reason we moved you into beauty initially was really a bit more of a succession plan to help you become team leader. The beauty team needs someone of your expertise, of your experience, to really drive them forward and move them on. So I think that's why the move happened. I know it wasn't expected. We also thought it might help you with a personal situation as well. It could, give you something to aim for and focus on, and maybe help you through. So what we'll do, we'll have a look at your figures. Now I've brought you a copy in here for you to refer to as well, just to make it a bit easier. Now if we look at your the customer satisfaction is obviously down on what it was in medical, but the main thing I'm focused on is the number of calls made. You're actually 50% less than your target, and significantly less than you have made some years in beauty. Why do you think you're struggling so much?
I don't understand the products for a start, and obviously that's going to be a big issue when I'm trying to sell them to people. I don't feel like I've got the experience and the confidence to explain to them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get asked questions and I don't know what to reply to them. I don't feel I know enough to be able to give my opinion on the products and to give my knowledge of the products. You know, I could be telling someone something, I could be completely wrong for all I know, and that's heightened my confidence a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be put out there. I don't want to go for it because I don't know if I'm doing it correctly.
Okay.
I haven't bonded with the team at all. I don't feel like I fit in.
Okay.
You know, they've all got their little groups and they all talk and they're quite cosy. They've been working together there, and I'm sort of this new person that's been put in. I'm quite a bit older.
Right.
So I feel like they look at me sort of, I don't have anything in common with them. Why are they going to bother talking to me? I just don't feel comfortable at all, and it's just getting me really down. I want to hit the targets I know I'm capable of doing. You know, it's hard working for 5 years, doing really well, and then being moved all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It's not been the best of years, and I've just got no motivation to even get there anymore. I want to earn the money, I need to earn the money.
Yeah.
But I just don't know how I'm going to do it unless I go back to medical.
Okay. Well, the first thing, obviously, we unfortunately can't put you back into medical. As I explained, the succession plan, we really need you here in beauty. We need your skills, your expertise, to bring the team forward and eventually bring you up to the team leader stage. We need to work on your achieving your targets. So when we're looking, I think obviously knowing the products is really going to help you have the motivation to make the calls, because, as you say, if you feel confident, you're going to push on and want to make the calls. I'd like to arrange to give you obviously a big selection of samples to take home to try.
Yeah.
It gives you time to try the products yourself, really read about them, what it says on the boxes and the directions, and it would be quite nice as well, a bit of a pamper for free.
Yeah.
How does that sound?
Yeah, I think as long as I know enough and sort of experience them for myself, you know, I'm going to be a product of the product, and then I'll know exactly what to say. It will definitely help.
Perfect. Oh, that's great. It's great to hear that you want to work with us as well. It's really nice to be able to try and make this work for you. With thoughts about the team, at a previous company, we actually did a spa evening, and it was a real chance for all of the team to use the products. All 10 of you are probably dying to use them in a way, and it will mean that we can all get together on a weeknight after work, use the products together, and hopefully have a bit of a bond as well over it and get to know each other a bit more and have a bit of a girly giggle. How does that sound?
Yeah, good. I mean, a bit of a less formal situation.
Yeah.
It might sort of ease tensions a little bit, and everybody can relax, and maybe, you know, I might be able to bond with the team.
Definitely.
That is definitely one of the main things that I'm struggling with, so going forward that could help.
We'll definitely try that to start with then. I think if we do that, it could lead to, if you know, meet people on the team, spend a bit more time with them, we could lead to getting you some buddying or mentoring from them as well. And I think that would help them integrate with you as well, because they'll see that you need them, they need you, and you can all work together. It'll be a really nice environment. So what we need to do is try and get a plan in place. Now, firstly, I know it's demotivating when your targets seem a million miles away from where you are. So for the first quarter of the next 6 months, what I'd like to do is reduce your targets to give you something more achievable to aim for. It gives you something that you can strive for, and it's much more realistic to maintain that kind of cool level whilst you're learning about the products. I've got to confirm exactly what those details will be, but it will definitely be a more realistic goal to achieve some bonus. How does that sound?
Yeah, okay. One thing I did want to mention though, now you've brought up the bonuses, I do feel that I deserve a bonus for the last 6 months. I mean, I have been taken completely out of my comfort zone. I know I've not been making the targets, but I do think that I've been giving it my all. I haven't not been working hard.
Yeah.
I've tried my best. I've been pushed completely out there.
Yeah.
In the deep end where I don't feel comfortable, and I do think I deserve a bonus for at least trying.
Okay, I do see where you're coming from. However, as you know, you've been here a number of years, that performance-related bonus is always how it works. We only pay bonus to anybody based on specific performance. Now, we are committed to you, Audrey, and we want you to earn money, which is why you will be the only one on the team with reduced targets moving forward, because we do want you to earn bonus. We can't, unfortunately, pay bonus when targets aren't hit. but I hope that moving forward, because we've reduced your targets, that will show that we are committed to helping you hit those.
Okay.
So training wise, what we'll do, we'll once we've had the spa day and we've got to know each other a bit better within the team, we'll set you up with, over the next 3 months, you'll have 2 reps a week that you sit with. 1 week there will be 3 naturally, but we'll sort that out. And you sit with them for an hour. You'll learn different hints and tips about the way they sell. Everything's very different in medical to beauty. In medical, it's very facts, figures, statistics, ingredients. It's more in beauty about how it works and the ingredients being natural and things like that, rather than the medical side of it, where it's about it doing the job. Everybody works very differently and sells very differently, so I think having 9 other people there is a real bonus for you, that you can actually see how each of them works individually and pick the hints and tips from each of their styles. How does that sound?
Yeah, good.
So we will, moving forward, have, I know we meet every quarter anyway, and we do your appraisal once every 6 months, but we'll have weekly 2-hour one-to-ones, just for the first quarter to see how you're going. What we'll do for the first hour, we'll come out here into the breakout area, just have a chat, see how you're getting on. We can incorporate some product training into it as well. If there's anything you're not understanding or any questions you have, you can tell me a bit about what you've learnt as well, which would be quite nice. And then for the second hour, I'll listen into your calls. We'll do, or the other way around, whichever you think is best, but I'll listen in and give you some critique and some training, and obviously help pick out anything that you're not comfortable with. Make sure we cover things that during the calls you're saying that you're happy and comfortable, and like you said, confident saying them things. Does that sound like a nice idea?
Yeah, I mean, moving forward, I'm happy with that. I'm happy that you're going to help me through, and I feel with a bit of help from you and mentoring from other girls in the team already, I think it could get me to where I need to be.
That's fantastic, and I'm really glad to hear that as well, Audrey, because there's nothing worse than one of my team being down. I don't want you to be there at all. I really want this to be great, and I want you to look back at these last 6 months and think, oh well, they happened for the best reason, because now I'm the expert in medical and beauty, and that would be a fantastic place to be. So just to recap on what we've gone through today, I still just would like to clarify that I think you're doing really, really well given the circumstances. You're coming in every day, you're pitching up, you're giving it your all, and you're happy to take on new ideas, and that's great, and we want to improve on that, make you even happier, and help you to hit target as well. So we're going to set you some SMART targets together. I'll draft some up, and then in our first one-to-one we can agree exactly what those are going to be. Do you know what SMART targets are?
No, I don't, sorry.
So these are, SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic and timed. So we'll make them very specific, we'll make them measurable, there'll be an actual KPI that you can follow so that you know exactly what you're expected to hit. Achievable, obviously, as I've said, we're going to reduce those targets to make you work, which also falls in with the realistic, and the times will fall in. We'll have some that might be weekly between you and I, and then we'll have the quarterly catch-up that we do to see how you've done with those targets. We will have the weekly one-to-ones to include the products, weekly mentoring with the team, and obviously we're going to have the spa day too, to bond with the team, and hopefully that will improve that. Is there anything else you would like to discuss today, or do you think
going forward, as you say, reducing my targets, obviously there is a concern now if what will happen if I don't hit them targets. You're reducing them as it is. I mean, if I don't make them, is that a problem? What's going to happen?
I'm confident with all the measures in place that you're going to hit these targets. You've got no problems at all. You know the products are Botox inside out. It's just getting them into the beauty arena rather than the medical arena is that all we need to do. I'm confident with all of these measures you're going to hit. This really is just a bump in the road, but what we'll do at our weekly reviews, we'll have to set out objectives, and if they're not met, we'll discuss them at the review and discuss how we move forward from there, and then it will be reviewed again at your 6-month appraisal.
Okay, perfect.
Is there anything else?
No, that's all. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today, Audrey. I hope it wasn't as bad as you imagined, and it's actually made you feel better, and I do feel that moving forward we're going to make you into the top beauty specialist like you were on medical.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you.
Brilliant, thank you.